Hello there and welcome. I'm Kate in the Nest, and today we're going to be playing with some itty little bits of different things that I have around my nest, and we are going to do a little upcycle, a little prep, and who knows where we'll end up. But here we are. I've got a random happy little nest here with some gifted fabrics, little tiny pieces of things, some trim, and I am still thinking of getting myself ready to travel again. And there's nothing like a bit of travel that tests out what we like with us, and how to make our slow stitching quicker. So before we get into it, how are you? Midweek, I mean, the days are flying, literally, and I'm not even going to reflect or go forward. We're just going to be in the moment. So I'm working on a couple of tote bags, as you would probably know, and if you're new, just scroll back. And I have a combination of little pieces, pouches and pockets that are evolving every time I do a new make. But I did find this little zipper pouch, and I was prompted to think of this because someone on the Facebook Kin group page talked about upcycling a pencil case, and I thought, I like having these little pouches in purses and pouches in my bigger bags because they're great for a pen. You always need that, don't you? There's a pencil that is not in the right place. But also in my original tote, I hung one of these. And this one, yes, is indeed made by my mum in her favourite colour. It's got roses on it, and those roses are a favourite of someone special who I'm going to see. So I thought, literally, we'd do some decoration. Mum has put this bias binding on, and as I've said, she is a machine sewer and she is fantastic at zippers. So before I attempt to put a zipper on my own pouch, I'll just admire her work, and we'll do a little bit of collage, and it won't take long. And as always, I hope these just give you a few ideas. So I've got everything, but yes, I've got some scissors. So I'm just playing literally around with some itty bitty bits that are around me. We always need our trusty pins. Oops, need to get my hands in here. And this will just be a one-sided make because I'm going to attach it to the bag like this and let it swing. So it's always available for another time if I wanted to take it off. I'm not yet up to using, I was just thinking press studs would do something like that. All right, so this was already cut and hanging around. So let's put a flower there. Just stopped raining here. I mean, now, as I think I've shared, I wouldn't want to be a weather forecaster because everything is so different to what it used to be. This is a little Liberty scrap. And we're going to go flower to flower, green to green, and I moved that red to there so that we've got some sense of the diagonals. Now that could go around the back. And I feel like I'd like to. No, that would be, let's save that yellow bit for somewhere else. Okay, what else have I got in here? Oh, that's right. I found this label that I'd taken up to sew on the back of the Betty quilt. and then used another one. I feel like maybe it's too big. Maybe we just don't use it as a label. We just use it as a garden. I'm going to cut these bits. I want to make some more itty bitty mini makes with scrappy bits because I'm finding this so versatile. You just make them and then they can become pockets or part of a bigger piece. And on a rainy day, you don't even have to think about what you're going to use it for in future. Okay, let's pop that in there. I'm trying to replicate some of the fabrics that I have on my other tote. Let's actually just go. Now that I've started, I can show you. Probably should have done this at the start. So that's what I mean. Inside of this, I used a hangy, one of Mum's pouches with the owl on it. And if I look in here, it has a trusty pen. This one does not yet. Oh, that's right. I was playing around with that idea of the little girl's dresses collar. But I might save that for something else. And it's good to do this because it just reminds me of the colour scheme. So when we open up the bag, there's another little bit of a matchy garden, starting with Mum's original piece. So let's just have a quick squiz at other things I've used on here. I did have a little piece of that a little while ago. It's buried, but you get the idea. Okay, we're not going to do the back, and it's going to live inside of there. They're the handles for the other bag. And that hot pink just flows. Okay. There's a little bit. It's going to be hard to save all of this rickrack. I could take it off. My Mum's sewing stitched it with herringbone like 3 times. Could I fit a little bit under? Yes, I could. So the idea is joy in every little bit. You open the bag and there's this little pop of colour. There we go. All right, let's get stitching. Okay, even Horsey Pincushion is visiting today, resurfaced. Nothing like, I've said it too many times, are they those tapestries? No, that's nice and sharp. It's the, that one might be. Would be nice to find a, oh, isn't that pretty? That's a bit of Beck. You know what I'm thinking? That could go in the other bag as a pocket. as a multi-pocket pocket. Wow. See what? I've just unashamedly decided that I'm not going to apologize ever again for making bags or pouches, because it is truly my happy, happy place. There we are. There's a little bit of, Judy's pincushion as well as Horsey. I don't know whether you can see those. There's a teddy bear out of nowhere. There's Leanne's bird card. There's another. Oh, this is. So exciting. My husband has just come home. Very, very excited. So we've got a happy, excited household because he's bought a wall calendar for 2026. And he's one of those people that likes to, he just loves a good diary and something that he can, plan for. He's just got that sort of brain. So I said, well, you play with that, and I'm going down to play in the nest. And I've had a fantastic day of reorganizing. I think I said the other day came like a bombshell to me that I didn't have to have everything in the house. I could have some things in the garage. So I've cleaned a little bit of space, haven't taken out anything, but even if I put a little, get stitching, Kate, so we can actually use it. This is popping. So now that I'm thinking of timelines, etc., I've started making lists because this time next week, my husband and I will be on the plane to India. So how amazing is, I can't even say that without going, what? So truly a dream come true that I never planned, never even thought about. But I am very grateful for an invitation to a wedding. And then I'm staying on and doing textiles in Jaipur. And I'm sorry if I've told you that. I've got to get the balance right. But now that I'm home, I haven't got many days in between. So I've got to get sorted. I've got to finish October collaboration off and announce November. Can you believe I'm saying that? Because it was in December that I announced January Joy as the start. And here we are, nearly all around that circle or the season of life again. Shall I check that you can see me? Yeah. What else was I going to say on that? Totally forgotten. Oh, yeah, so making lists. Yeah, and things that I'm just going to get ready in my making and taking. oh, that's what I was going to say. And I've missed a cycle of my newsletter, but I'm going to do a bumper issue next Monday. It's going to come out. So those of you who might have missed it in your inboxes, expect it around then. And if you're new and don't know what I'm talking about, we're just building a little group that receives the newsletter, get some news, get some pictures that you won't have been seen on YouTube or on Instagram. Yeah, and I'll be sharing some other treasures and bits and pieces. So it's sort of like, you don't need me to talk any more about that. But anyway, I'm excited about the next issue. Well, I had a moment there where I thought, isn't this coming out a nice colour? It's like a pinky reddy variegated, but I managed to get the red, which I think speaks to that Indian block print. Now, I've been reading that some of you have started your Christmas makes, both for gifts and decorations. And again, I've decided that this is going to be a bumper year of celebration for me. I'm going to put up the tree actually on the 1st of November, which I've never done. It's usually, I do it in September because my daughter's birthday is at the beginning of December, and I've always said it has to be up by then. And when I host Thanksgiving, I brought it forward to usually around the 20th, that week of November. And now, because I'm only going to be home just before we host Thanksgiving, I just made a decision. I'm going to do it on, what is it, Saturday? I think I've been inspired to do that because I'm seeing, I did go to Kmart this morning to get an extra little bit of storage from the things I'm bringing back. And the Christmas decorations were all out. And I know my friend Bron is thinking about decorating this week, so I thought just join the party. And I suppose that's what I can do now. We're actually not going to be in the house for Christmas itself, but it's about the celebration, isn't it? And gratitude for me. I've gone round and round with happy little red stitches, so nothing incredibly exciting, but look how effective it is. And that was because I wasn't concentrating, I was just chatting. Okay, now, what a bargain length thread that was. Now we're going to come down and stitch into my little bit of vintage shirt. And let's echo that same thought of doing just a running stitch. So I've left the seam there deliberately, and this little bit's going to make a frill. this along here. Oh, so I got a bit carried away. I've done the last 2 stitches in there. Oh gosh, look what I just realised. I'm not even, I don't have any blanket in there. And all of a sudden I'm zipping along. That's rare, isn't it? Wish this was more, wish that was more of a frill now, but I'll put something over it frilly. Oh, like that other bit of ribbon. Anyway, not to worry. I've got a space here. I've got space up there. This is, I remember I used this on the, probably a little bit on the bright side. I haven't used that for a while. I mean, Bron, you were such an inspiration. Oh, guess what? What if I made a little pocket here? Out of that. With a little edging on it. Now that's probably looking too bold, but we're going to follow the pink and the orange. And unwrap it. Okay. See, I suppose, what am I trying to say to you today by showing you this? Just getting you, just get in the groove and start small if you are working on something big, and have a play. The ladies at the collage loved these little flowers, I have to say. The little tiny cross stitches, you just can trim them up. This one, I think I'll just go there. I was asked about gluing the other day, and I know and whether I did it. I know how effective it is, but I still have memories of that time when I did glue and on my still life quilt, and then I didn't like stitching through it, so I don't want to take that risk. I'm just playing around here because I don't want to cover up all of that or Mum's original rose. But see, if I do this, then I've got that speaking there. What am I going to put in that pocket? But actually I could put something like this. You know, and that's, again, I'm a pocket checkerer. Like before I go anywhere, I go no more keys, glasses. So I've just hidden that end under there, and we're just going to do big stitches, and they're going to be straight. A little battle here and realise I've gone quiet in the joy of battling. Gosh, remember that you're there. We're just stitching in that beautiful bond, isn't it? Yeah, this is what the bit that's good for our well-being, isn't it? Just to be quiet and still with our thoughts, dream the dreams, plan tomorrow. I did have a question about the wool again overnight. What I use 4-ply. Someone had ordered some. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. And it was too thick. So 4-ply is what this is, and it's sock wool. And you can get different makeups inside of them, different proportions of how much wool and everything. But keep trying if you've never tried wool. Okay, now because I'm close to this little flower and it's in yellow and greenish, I'm going to change tack. Make this part of the garden join to the next. hesitated because I went through, just getting too carried away in my thoughts. There's still a little bit of that bias binding underneath. And here I'm going to see if I can just increase deliberately the puckering of this corner. I've always been a person who loves a frill. Don't wear them so much anymore, but there we go. Still a little bit of thread. So I don't want to put that down. I just want to, I can catch this bit of block under the bias, I think, until the thread runs out. Here, why don't we, have I got enough for a French knot? No, not quite. But we could make a little daisy, no, a little cross stitch maybe. Yep. And then take it up here. Okay, there's the beginning of my little zippered. Well, it's my mum's pouch. I'm not gonna take the claim for the original, but here's an upcycle to make it still hers, but coming with me wherever I travel. And has she lined this one? Yeah, she's lined it with pretty pink. So I hope you've had some happy making, stitching, relaxing along with that. I've just thrown away the needle, which is never a good thing. Put that there. Someone said the other day, all your pieces have got needles in them, and I said that's why I can never find a needle, but I always need one. So there she is, little baby soon to be even more frilled. Ooh. Okay, always do this at the end. Thank you so much for being with me and watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.